Wait, wait. Lionel Scaloni, Argentina's coach. Did you see what this man just did? He's arguing with the referee. He's screaming about red cards. He's losing control on the sideline. And meanwhile, Argentina is falling apart because this coach is incompetent. This coach got a red card from the referee for arguing, for complaining, for doing nothing to help his team. Instead of coaching, instead of adjusting, instead of fixing the tactical problems, Scaloni is just raging on the sideline. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk right now, because we're about to expose Scaloni's complete failure. Welcome to Robert's Football Talk. I'm Robert, and today we're breaking down Lionel Scaloni's epic coaching failure. This man was supposed to be a tactical genius. He was supposed to be Argentina's savior, but instead, he's a liability. He gave a red card for arguing with the referee when his team needed him the most. Instead of making substitutions, instead of fixing tactics, he's arguing with the ref. Subscribe right now. Here's what happened. Scaloni is on the sideline. His team is losing. His tactics are not working. Argentina is struggling. Spain is dominating. And what does Scaloni do? He complains. He argues. He shouts at the referee. That's unfair. That's a foul. That's cheating. But buddy, your team is playing badly. Maybe instead of blaming the referee, you fix your team. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Scaloni's red card. The referee gives him red card. Tells him to go to the sideline. And what does Scaloni do? He walks away. Probably still complaining. Probably still arguing. Instead of accepting the decision. Instead of helping his team. Subscribe. The problem with Scaloni, he's a coward. When things go wrong, he blames everyone else. He blames the referee. He blames the VAR. He blames the opposition. He blames everyone. But he never blames himself. He never admits his tactics are wrong. He never takes responsibility. That's not a coach. That's a baby. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Scaloni's tactical failures. Against Spain, Scaloni made 0 adjustments. Spain was dominating. Spain had 65% possession. Argentina was losing. And what did Scaloni do? Nothing. He didn't bring on attacking players. He didn't change formation. He didn't try anything. He just sat there and complained. Subscribe. The red card was deserved. Scaloni got a red card for arguing. And you know what? He deserved it. Because arguing doesn't help your team. Coaching helps your team. Making tactical adjustments helps your team. But Scaloni was too busy whining to actually coach. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Here's my controversial take #1. Scaloni should be fired. Not just after this match, but after the entire tournament. He had Argentina protected by FIFA. He got VAR help. He got favorable refereeing, and he still couldn't win. His only job was to not screw up. But he did. Subscribe if you think Scaloni is a failure. Here's my controversial take #2. Scaloni's red card was symbolic. It represents his entire failure. Instead of coaching, he complains. Instead of adapting, he whines. Instead of leading, he blames. That red card is the perfect symbol of his incompetence. Subscribe. Here's my controversial take #3. A real coach would have changed the game. A real coach would have made tactical adjustments. A real coach would have trusted his players. But Scaloni? Scaloni was arguing with the referee while his team was losing. That's not coaching. That's sabotage. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Here's my controversial take #4. Scaloni's red card is more embarrassing than losing because it proves he lost control, lost his composure, lost his mind. A coach with red card can't help his team. He's literally removed from the game. Scaloni removed himself with his stupidity. Subscribe. Scaloni during the match. First half. Spain is dominating. Scaloni is already angry. He's shouting at players. He's complaining to assistants. He's questioning the referee. It's chaos on the sideline. Subscribe. Scaloni's substitutions. When Scaloni finally makes changes, they're too late. They're wrong. He's just guessing. He's just hoping. He's not coaching. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. The irony. Scaloni had every advantage: FIFA protection, VAR help, favorable referee, and he still lost. Even with all that help, his coaching couldn't win. That tells you everything. Subscribe. Scaloni's excuses. After the match, Scaloni probably said, "The referee was unfair. Spain got lucky. VAR didn't help us. But buddy, you lost because your team played badly, because your tactics were wrong, because you couldn't coach under pressure." Subscribe. What a real coach would have done. Instead of arguing, instead of getting red card, a real coach would have adjusted the formation, brought on attacking players, changed the midfield dynamics, improved defensive shape, communicated with his team. But Scaloni did none of that. He just complained. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Scaloni's his players were embarrassed. They had a coach who was more focused on blaming the referee instead of helping them win. When you're a player and your coach gets red card, you lose confidence, you lose motivation, you lose hope. And that's exactly what happened to Argentina. Subscribe. The moment Scaloni got red, the referee shows red card. Scaloni's face. He can't believe it. He's shocked. Like he did nothing wrong. Like arguing with the referee is not a red card offense. But it is, and Scaloni deserved it. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Scaloni's walk-off. He walks toward the technical area, still complaining, still arguing. The referee points him to go further, and Scaloni finally leaves. But you can see he's still raging, still angry, still blaming everyone else. Subscribe. What this shows: Scaloni is a fraud. He's not a tactical genius. He's not a leader. He's a man who blames others when things go wrong. And that's not coaching. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. The real reason Argentina lost. Not the referee. Not VAR. Not Spain. But Scaloni. His tactics. His stubbornness. His inability to adapt. His refusal to accept responsibility. That's why Argentina lost. Subscribe. Scaloni's legacy. He had a chance to be a legend. He had FIFA protection. He had everything given to him. But instead, he got a red card. And he lost the final. That's his legacy. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. All right, legends, Scaloni's red card. His complete failure. His inability to coach. Everything. And I want to know what you think. Do you think Scaloni deserved the red card? Do you think he's a fraud? Do you think Argentina would have won with a better coach? Comment right now. I read every comment. Smash that like button. For exposing Scaloni's incompetence, subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. This is Robert. Scaloni got red card. Scaloni is a failure. Argentina lost because of him. Peace out, legends. And remember, when a coach gets red card, he's failed his team. Subscribe to Robert's Football Talk. Let's go.